1 minute remaining, 1 minute. Let's have a round of applause for our future boys basketball grade. Mitchell Clark, looking over, Luke Gottschalk, Von Kaiser, Caden Lingenfeller, Grant McLaughlin, Grayson Miller, Aiden Wilson, Taylor Howard, and Hunter Trusty. A round of applause again. Good job, guys. Coming at halftime of the varsity contest, we'll have 5th grade basketball. North Miami versus Rochester, 5th grade. So stick around for that. Coming up halftime of the varsity.
Take this off. Because we weren't live. No, it's not. Next Sunday's the 23rd.
No, I mean the Sunday after.
Yeah, but usually it comes after.
they don't necessarily call it. If you make a basket and then us kind of through the hoop, if it touches on the ground, I don't know if you're like trying to miss and kind of like do this opponent for landing. I could say both ways.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your Nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
away fans, here are your Warriors.
Probably size-wise evenly matched with Manchester. And so they were ranked or number 9 in 1A, and it was a fun duel. We had a huge crowd. We beat them 37-30. Came down to the last match. It was 33-30 us going in to the final match with BJ Barnes, and he's kind of been in and out of the varsity lineup, but mainly a JV wrestler, and wrestled an outstanding match. Ended up with a major decision. We won 37-30, but. Very exciting match. It was live on RTC. Zane Gilbreth had a huge matchup with Delton Moore. Delton was a state qualifier last year at 170. And, you know, Zane, so he's right now, I think he's ranked 7th in the state and was number 1 in our semi-state. And Zane came out on top 14-8. Wrestled well. I mean, he didn't wrestle great. But wrestled obviously well enough to get the win. So just a lot of good matchups.
Clint, how often do Zane and the Moore kids see each other throughout the season?
Well, that's number 1. So next week they're going to probably see each other at the John McKee. And then they'll see each other at sectionals and regionals. So 4 times total. Most likely they'll see each other. Delton last year had the same issue with the Peru kid, Jordan Rader, who ended up as a state runner-up. And, you know, wrestled him in the finals of every tournament they were in, and Rader came out on top at 4 times. So, we're going to see him 3 more times, and I'm sure it'll, you know, they're going to hope that it's a little bit different and do some work and see what they can change. And the thing I told Zane is there's a lot of things he can improve upon. He did not... As far as the technical side of it, he didn't wrestle a good match. So if we can improve on the technical side of things and do a couple little things different, I mean, I don't know that the outcome's going to be any different for Delton. So Zane's a heck of a wrestler. We just haven't had the opportunity to be on that scene, you know, and that goes for Justin and Drew and Hayden and Zane and Bryce, and, you know, but we're not an easy matchup for anybody. So,
Clint, we talked before the Jordan Schaefer, and you were nursing some injuries. You had some kids that needed to be wrestling but couldn't because they were dinged. Obviously, we're at full strength now?
No, not even close.
And we still win.
And we still won. Yeah, and that was it was interesting enough on social media. I follow a coach by the name of Jim Miller, who was a coach at Wartburg College out in Iowa, and even though it was a Division III school, won at least 10 national titles, very well-renowned coach. And he was talking about how everybody always says, you know, the lessons you can learn great lessons in a loss. And his philosophy was, well, we can still learn great lessons and win, you know. Sure. And so it was really nice last night because, yeah, we won, but we didn't wrestle really well. Now, we fought hard. Our kids fought hard. I was very, very proud of how our team fought. We had some kids make weight to give us options in weight classes to move kids around to help us win the duel, and they never got to wrestle. You talk about hard. Like, we just needed some JV guys to be in certain spots so that if we needed to move them, we could move them.
I see. Okay.
And so we had 2 guys who you know, Braxton Missius at 138 and Jared Regan at 126. They cut weight for us, made weight, and neither one of them wrestled. And they were both going to be our starters. But by them doing what they did, then they allowed us to move some kids around. Very those 2 kids are very team-oriented. So that was nice. And then BJ Barnes ends up weighing in at 132, but we move him to 138.
Okay.
And that's hard to do, and so, and he and Justin Riston, they didn't know what they were going to wrestle until the 26s were done. So we had very unselfish kids last night, and we've been trying to get to that. Like, it's very hard in a sport like wrestling where you really have to focus on yourself and be ready, but then at the same time do things to help the team win.
Yeah.
So I was very, very proud of our kids. Nathaniel Beck, who's a backup 113-pounder. We knew a better matchup for our varsity 120 was at 126. So we put Nathaniel in at 120, and he got pinned. Very team. I mean, sometimes you have to take one for the team. And those kids, I was very proud of them, proud of the way how hard they wrestled and their intensity, and just how all the kids were fighting for each other and yelling and screaming and trying to motivate each other. And it was just a fun night. Like, I've been trying to build that for a while, and it's hard to do. The kids kind of have to figure it out on their own. Sure. And last night was a great way to figure it out for us. It was senior night, and so it was a fun duel.
Yeah,
I mean, they had a couple wins that we'd like to have back, and they won some on their side, and but our kids they wrestled tough. We didn't give up fouls where like we had been, and Grady was out of the lineup at 138. He was banged up. He was sick last time with the flu, and then now he's got a back issue that we're trying to deal with. John's still out at 106. We still didn't have him in. So, if you look at where we're at right now, we don't have a 106. We don't have our varsity 138. We had to move a 32-pounder up to 38. In all honesty, at 126 right now, as hard as Jarrett works, he really should be wrestling JV, but we don't have another kid. So he's in there at 126. Wade Schaefer's a first-year wrestler, wrestled hard last night, made some mistakes, and just got beat by a decision. But really, if we could do it, we'd have Wade wrestling JV right now. Jesse Shriver, freshman at 220. My goodness, you're wrestling men. He should be wrestling JV. So we have we got a lot of work to do. So right now we're just trying to keep it together until we can get everybody where they need to be and get some of these injuries taken care of, and we'll have them back, but it just takes time.
Fantastic match last night. Congratulations to you and the kids.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. Good luck to you the rest of the winter, and I'm sure we'll talk 3 or 4 more times before it's all over.
Sure. Thanks, Mus.
Thank you. Rochester Wrestling coach Clinton Guard back with more pregame next, 92.1 WROI.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com. Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees.
And this
a few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1990. Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees.
And this
a few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks...
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood. This is old you. And this is now you.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood. This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Tristan working?
Yeah, he's such a strong competitive player. You know, I believe that as he goes, they go. And, you know, he'll shoot it anywhere, anytime, but he really prefers to drive the basketball, draw fouls. He's been to the free throw line 60-plus times already this season. And so that's something we have to really work hard to contain his penetration, because then he's able to kick out to a couple guys, number 12 and number 24, I call them. I know they have names. I'll leave that up to you during the game. But, you know, for the purpose of practice, those guys can knock down shots off of his dribble drives. And so if we can contain him, I think it helps us a whole lot. But probably more importantly, what concerns me is just the way they play, which is a reckless abandon defensively. They just keep coming at you, and they junk it up with all kinds of different half-court traps, full-court pressures, and it's from the beginning to the end. I watched the Pioneer game where they were up 23 to start the fourth quarter, and they never stopped doing that. They ended up winning by 6, just kept bringing the pressure. And you know, I'm guessing coaches feels like that's their best way to win. And similar thing happened Tuesday night when they played Coach Holmes. I can't think the team up by Fort Wayne, but they had a big lead going in the fourth. And I say that from the standpoint, not because I think they're doing anything wrong. Sometimes teams will say, or a coach will feel like there's a saying, you know, it's better to take a bad shot than a bad turnover. And, you know, if you're having trouble and you don't think you can hold the ball, guys just keep attacking. And that's what they've done so far this season. So it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent to handle that pressure. You know, meet your passes, use the bounce pass, make sure you're seeing the whole floor. Don't panic. You know, don't get on your heels. Attack, attack, attack. And if you're doing that for 32 minutes, it gets you tired too. So, you know, we're probably, you know, going to have to go 8-9 deep tonight in order to keep people fresh. But it is only a one-game weekend, which kind of helps a little bit, and how I look at our approach tonight. But I just know this, and I put on the board, North Miami is going to come in, they're going to play extremely hard. They only won 4 games last year, and they probably played their best game against us. And I just know North Miami kids. I know when they play Rochester, they get excited to play Rochester, and they want to beat us something fierce. And not that that's any different than any other night, but there is something different. You know, you have those games where certain teams circle you on their calendar. And I think this is one of those games for them. And I just told our guys, you got to meet that intensity and then surpass it if we're going to defend our home court.
I'm looking forward to the crowd tonight. You know, you got the third graders playing at halftime of the JV game. You got the fifth graders playing the JV of the varsity game. So you know as well as I do, normally that means there's going to be a bunch of people in the stands.
Well, there is. It's like a basketball extravaganza tonight. I call it the Greg Martz Invitational with the third graders and the fifth graders. Plus, and then we're going to throw in a varsity game later. Just to kind of have something to finish it off with. But yeah, a lot of basketball, a lot of neat things as far as the younger kids getting to come in and play. And you know, there's nothing neater. I know I'm getting older, but boy, I remember when I was a fifth grader and I got to go on the floor, the high school floor, the night that the JV and varsity were playing at Winnemac, and I was a Star City boy, and it was a free throw competition, and it's pretty cool. When you're that age, you just think that's everything. Yeah, so I'm sure these kids are pretty pumped about coming in here tonight.
Rob, what do you got to do to win?
Well, I just think we got to limit our turnovers. We got to handle their pressure. We got to get back on defense in a hurry because Tristan Working is going to be bringing it down our backs if we don't. We got to communicate, and you know, we can't panic. We just got to know that the game's going to be in spurts tonight. You know, they're going to have some runs, we're going to have some runs, and hopefully we have more than they do.
Okay, your 5 starters?
We're going to go tonight with Isaiah Jackson and Calvary Lingenfelter at guard. We're going to have Alex on the field at center, and then we're going to have Brady and Kyle at forward.
Rob, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Zebra head coach Rob Malco back with more of the Rochester Iron and Metal pregame show next, 92.1 WROI. I have a feeling the national anthem's coming, so I'll leave it open.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Rochester High School for this varsity TRC matchup featuring our guests, the North Miami Warriors, and our own Rochester Zebras. Time now for the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for the Warriors in North Miami.
Back at Rochester High School, time now for the starting lineups. First for the 4-2, 0-1 North Miami Warriors, a one guard will be a junior, number 10, Tristan Working. At the other guard, a senior, number 12, Malachi Sanderson. At one forward, a sophomore, number 20, Darian Hanley. Another forward, a junior, number 24, Greg Sonafrank. And the other forward, a junior, number 32, Braxton Beal, North Miami coached by Mr. Cliff Hawkins. For the Rochester Zebras, they have a record of 2-3. At one guard will be a 6-foot junior, Isaiah Jackson. The other guard, a 6-foot junior, Calvary Lingenfelder. At one forward, a 6'4 sophomore, Kyle Reinarts. The other forward, a 6'5 senior, Brady Perez. And in the middle tonight for the Zebras will be 6'7 senior, Alex Ottefield. Rochester coached by Mr. Rob Malco. JV game tonight, Rochester over North Miami, 64-24. Eli Stevens at all scores with 19 points. Blake Hughes, 14. Eli Yarber with 10. Last night, Brad, our C team defeated Tippecanoe Valley 39-27. Led in scoring by Trent Reinholtz, 8. Blake Hughes had 7. And Drayden Vance with 6 for the Zebras. They are now 1-2.
Great. Good job for them.
Great crowd.
Yeah,
fantastic crowd here at Rochester tonight.
Yeah, Friday night basketball at home. It's a good crowd. And like I said, Zebras got tonight. They get the weekend off and then come back Tuesday night before the holiday break.
So the varsity game tonight, right now, at halftime of this game, North Miami and Rochester's 5th grade will play a 6-minute stretch here, a little intramural basketball. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I told Ashton.
And that'll be on RTC4 too.
It will, and WROI, yep. I told Ashton, his sister's got it, just plan on getting it tonight.
Travel no call, travel no call, travel no call.
Rochester in their home whites, the North Miami Warriors in the road reds. Zebras will go to our left, Rochester to our right. It'll be Sanderson and Brady Perez to jump center. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. I'm sorry, this is Hanley jumping. And Brady Perez controls the tip. Now Calvary Lingenfelder with it. Rochester pushes through the center circle. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Right wing pass to Isaiah Jackson on the right side. In the paint now, slashes to the basket, throws up a shot, off the mark. Reinhardt to the basketball, his putback is good.
Well, Jackson picked up right where he left off against West Central, and Reinhardt's there to clean up the miss. Great job in that first possession. 2-3 zone for Rochester.
Sonafrank with the basketball. On the right wing for Rochester against the 2-3 zone to Working. Back to Sonafrank. Now top of the key to Sanderson. Back to Sonafrank on the right wing against the 2-3 zone. Back to Sanderson between the circles. Left side to Working. Working fakes a 3. Trying to drive the baseline. Good defense by Brady Perez cutting off that drive after Sonafrank.
Rochester respecting their shooting ability because they're coming out and putting pressure on the ball.
Exactly
They don't
right.
want anybody open for a 3.
Sonafrank right wing. Sanderson between the rings. Left side to Working. The ball forced inside, tipped away by Rochester, picked up by Lingenfelder. Calvary to Reinhardt. Kyle Reinhardt spins down low, kicks it out to Lingenfelder. At the left elbow, his jumper is no good, and the rebound to North Miami, Sonafrank. Sonafrank pushes for the Warriors, going to our right, 2-0 Rochester. Minute and 15 gone in the first quarter. Sonafrank in the right wing, top of the key to Working. He drives it left to the left elbow, pushes off. Now outside the three-point line. Gives back to Sonafrank. 3 right wing for the Warriors, short. And the basketball is going to go out of bounds, going to go back to Rochester.
Yeah, the one time that North Miami tried to work the ball in the paint, it got tipped away and stolen. So Rochester doing a good job keeping them out on the perimeter. I think they'll take their odds on a poor shooting night from out there.
North Miami in a full-court press. Lob pass into Jackson. Jackson will go all the way to the basket. His leaner on the way is good. A lot of contact, no foul. The Zebras are up 4-0.
Official said he set up way too deep.
Working on the right wing, top of the key to Sanderson. Long 3 for the Warriors is off the mark, no good. Defensive rebound to Reinhardt, who hands off to Lingenfelder. Cavalry on the run, pushes ahead to Jackson on the right side. And it throws it behind the cutting Reinhardt. Ottefield picks it up, he shoots, no good. Reinhardt into the rebound, the putback, foul!
Kyle Reinhardt must play with about 4-foot arm length because he just flat-footed with his hands sticking straight up in the air, come out with the rebound, was able to flip it back up on the rim.
Kyle, North Miami will use a timeout. It's a 30. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
Two minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rochester up 6-0, and after the timeout, Kyle Reinhardt will shoot one free throw to try to complete the three-point play. The official on the other side had 1 and 1. Seriously, we're 2 minutes into the game. Free throw's no good, and the rebound to Hanley for North Miami. Hanley hands off to Sanderson, who directs traffic top of the key, hands off to Sonafrank high on the right side.
Rochester switched it up to a man-to-man.
Isaiah Jackson chasing, working. Hanley against Onafield. Hanley goes to the basket, loses his footing, loses the basketball, and
just kind of flipped it up behind his head.
Perez with the rebound. Brady on the right side. Brady loses the handle down to Jackson, top of the key. Down low to Reinhardt. Kyle kicks it in the corner to Cavalry Lingenfelder. Jump stop in the paint. Outside to Perez. Loses the handle in the lane. Picked up by North Miami. Ahead to Sanderson. Sanderson, right-handed layup off the window is no good. And the rebound to Lingenfelder.
Lingenfelder bring it up across midcourt. North Miami quickly drops back in a 2-3. Jackson now works it up to the top of the key. Lingenfelder for threes, no good. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Rochester. North Miami will get it back. 6-0 with 5:02 left here in the first quarter.
Thank you. North Miami basketball coming to our right. Working will bring it up for the Warriors. Again, like Brad said, Rochester pitching a shutout here. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Sonafrank top of the key. Right elbow pass to Hanley, looks backdoor to Working. Good defense by Jackson.
Rochester doing a good job mixing up the defense. A little frustration on North Miami's offense.
Reinhardt picks off the pass. Into the left hand, it's good.
Reinhardt was 6 of the first quarter, 8 points for Rochester.
4.5 to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 8-0. Now Rochester back in that 2-3 zone. Sonafrank in the corner to Hanley. Back to Sonafrank in the right wing, top of the key to Working. Swings left side to Sanderson, and now Sanderson will bring it to the center circle and reset for North Miami. Right side to Sonafrank. Baseline to Hanley. Hanley on the baseline right in front of the Rochester bench. Now to Sonafrank. To be on the lane.
Down low into the lane like David said. He gets it blocked on the shot, and Reinhardt comes up the loose ball quickly up court to Jackson, and he's going to be fouled by Sonafrank, and that'll be his team second.
3:58 to play in the first quarter. Nick Allen, who missed a day or two of practice with the flu, comes in, and Cavalry Lingenfelder checks out. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, 8-0. Rochester, 2-3 zone now by the Warrior defense. Allen runs the point, high on the left side to Jackson. Jackson holds against North Miami's defense, works to the top of the key. Over the top to Brady Perez, about 10 feet behind the three-point line, gives the free throw line on the field, dumps down little to Reinhardt. He gives to Jackson, he rises up for 2.
Reinhardt took an elbow to the nose, but he was able to get the ball to Jackson. Jackson with his 4th point.
10-0 Rochester, 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Sanderson directs traffic, right side of the circle. Now to Working in the left wing. Tristan Working, 10 feet behind the arc, now to Sanderson. Tristan Working yet to shoot one for North Miami.
Right, yeah, Rochester's done a pretty good job of keeping pressure on him, even when they switch to the man-to-man defense.
Hanley to Working, high on the left side. Now to Sanderson, back to Working, left wing. Drives it inside the three-point line, throws up a tough shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Allen. Nick Allen for Rochester runs, right side of the floor, 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, 10-0 Rochester. Outside to Jackson. Jackson to the paint. Jump stop. Rises up from 5 feet. No good. Onafield with a rebound. Put back. Good to foul.
Onafield using his height down low was able to get the miss off the glass and put it back in. Let's see who the foul's on. Foul's going to be on Musselman, his first, team 3rd. And Onafield will go to the free throw line to shoot one after the North Miami timeout. You're listening to Rochester Zebra Basketball on 92.1 WROI and RTC Channel 4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Start right. Start here. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Line to shoot one. On a field ready. The senior eyes the free throw. Fires it with his right hand. And it's good. 13-0 Rochester. 2:50 to play in the first quarter. Sanderson brings it up the floor for the Warriors. Crosses the timeline against the man-to-man defense. Working against now Abbott. Bryce Abbott in the game for the first time for the Zebras. Now to Hanley. Beal in the corner to Musselman. To Sanderson. Right wing. Back to Musselman in the right wing, the right corner. Now to Working against Abbott. Working inside the three-point line. Backs it outside right in front of the Rochester coaches. Gives to Hanley down low. Hanley rises up. Blocked by Perez.
Puts that up against the backboard and flips it away.
Abbott outside to Allen. Allen top of the key. High on the left side now to Brady Perez with 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 13-0. Allen high on the right side to Abbott. Bryce Abbott holds cross court to Allen, the left wing. His entry pass is knocked away by Working. Out of bounds on Working. It'll stay with Rochester. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 13-0 Rochester. And I think we're going to have this. We're going to go the other way. The officials are converging. And then now it's going to be North Miami ball.
The official on the baseline was screened off by the play and couldn't really see all of it. The one from the mid-court come down and
2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 13-0 Rochester. Working now runs the point for the Warriors through the center circle. He'll work against the man-to-man defense. The Hanley high on the left side. Sanderson top of the key. Right side now to Musselman behind the arc. Top of the key now to Beal. He'll fire a three over Brady Perez. It's good.
Well, Beal gets the first points for North Miami at the 1:42 of the first quarter.
Brady Perez.
And here comes the full court press by North Miami.
Has the basketball on the near side. Now to Abbott. Over the top to Allen. Crosses the timeline against Working. On the right wing, gives to Ryan Arch the free throw line over the top to Perez, left side to Abbott. Abbott drives it right, kicks it out to Allen. Behind the arc on the right wing, 1:25 to play in the first quarter to Bryce Abbott. He drives the baseline, come up on the double team, now to Onafield, back to Allen. Allen on the baseline. Thought about a shot, pass it up, now to Abbott, to Perez. Perez on the baseline, rises up, shot short. Rebound North Miami.
Perez had the baseline, he beat a couple of defenders, but
look out.
Yeah.
Ball's loose, North Miami picks it up. Working across the timeline, goes left, takes the basket to the ball to the basket, shot no good. Right arch to the rebound, now to Allen. 55 seconds to play, first quarter. Allen high on the right side to Abbott, gives him the corner to Perez. Brady feeds down on Onafield, backs his way in, throws up a shot, it's no good, and Musselman to the rebound for North Miami. 45 seconds.
Rochester coming up short on the last couple of shots. They were point-blank shots. They come up short.
Beal to Working. Working directs traffic, works to the right side. Back to Hanley. His layup is on the way and good.
Great job of Working and Hanley on the pick and roll.
25 seconds. Reinhardt to Allen. 22 seconds. Crosses the timeline against the trap. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Perez. High on the right side to Abbott with 17. Brady now holds with 15. Left side to Allen. Nick with the basketball. Back to Brady Perez with 11. Now hands off to Allen with 10 in the center circle. Clock rolls with 8. Allen holds with 7. Works the left wing to Perez with 5. Back to Allen with 4. Allen drives it right with 3. 3 on the way. Left side short. Perez, put back by Abbott is no good. After 13-5, Zebras, you're listening to Rochester Basketball, 92.1 WRY, RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
This is old you. And this is now you.
5 wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Rochester 13, North Miami 5. We're going to slip Todd Beeler in here and join us here in the broadcast. Try that.
You talk about coming cold off the bench.
Well, we won't ask you to shoot right away.
All right. I'll just try to set a few screens and grab a few rebounds here.
That'll work.
All right, North Miami basketball as we start the second quarter. Rochester enjoying a 13-5 advantage right here. 3-point shot on the way.
Working.
Deep corner from Working.
Working going to start the second quarter with a 3. And he gets in the book.
North Miami with a full court press. Rochester in the backcourt. Tries the middle. Ball tipped away. Stolen away by Working. And it's the Warriors back on the attack. 7:30 to go.
North Miami's picked up the intensity here since that timeout with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Rochester pretty well had their way up till then. Working with another shot, comes up short.
Nick Allen with a rebound, and he clears it, and Rochester looks to push. Straight ahead to Jackson. He drives into the lane, jump stop. Left hand off the glass and in.
Isaiah Jackson with another 2 points. That gives him 6. That time he just took it right to the bucket, being aggressive on the offensive end.
Warrior ball, Working on top between the circles. Right side back to Working. Reverses it. In the corner, shot on the way. That one's airball, no good. Taken out of there by Jackson. Nick Allen ahead to Abbott into the front court. Abbott looks to put a move on, draws a double team. Cross court skip past Jackson. Drives into the paint, jump stop again. Layup off the glass, no good. Tipped around, loose ball out of bounds. And it'll stay right here with Rochester.
Perez is in for Abbott, and Lingenfelder is going to come in, and Allen will sit down. Again, Allen coming back from the flu, so he may see limited minutes tonight.
Lingenfelder to trigger it in underneath his own basket, does so to Reinertz, kicks it on top to Perez. Brady looking for help. Lingenfelder and Perez playing catch around the perimeter. Brady top of the key. Now Jackson left side into the paint. Reinertz kicks back out. Perez, Jackson looks to drive baseline. He's cut off. And back on top to Lingenfelder. Into the corner, Jackson. That's Calvary Lingenfelder with the ball. Perez into the paint. Onnefield, his shot off the glass and good.
Again, using his height down there on the post. He's got a couple of inches on the defender.
Well, Rochester's front line definitely has an advantage in this contest.
Yeah.
So far, so good, putting it to use. 17-8 Zebra advantage, 5:53 to go in the first half. Shot on the way, long 3, that one's no good. That was Sanderson with the ball, loose ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by Rochester. Substitution back into the Warrior lineup, Sonnefrank. He comes in and replaces Sanderson.
Sonnefrank will look to trigger it in. Still looking.
Oh, stolen away by Perez.
Perez just grabs it out of midair and turns and flips it to Jackson.
Here's Reinertz underneath. 2 more.
On the field, off the bank. On the field from Reinertz.
Pretty ball movement. Good push by Rochester.
Athletic move by Perez. He just grabbed that inbound pass right out of the air. Spun and flipped it out for the fast break.
North Miami, shot fake by Beal. They're working it around the perimeter. Rochester really packing that zone in tight. Nothing doing on the inside. Really, North Miami's shots have all come from the perimeter.
Yeah, whenever Rochester's in the 2-3 zone, North Miami's not able to get anything inside.
That's Musselman back on top now, working with it between the rings.
Rochester doing a good job putting pressure on the ball as well.
3-point shot out of the corner, Woe, and Brad, we'll quit walking on you here in a little bit. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Here's Lingenfelder into the corner to Jackson. North Miami also starting to pack the 2-3 zone a little tighter as well, as Rochester's been making hay on the inside. Lingenfelder tries to loosen it up with a 3. That's off the rim, no good. And Musselman clears the rebound. Warriors on the attack. Pump fake, and Working got defenders up in the air, and he'll draw a foul. It might be one of two zebras, so the official coming over to the near side will let us know. It's going to be on number 24, Calvary Lingenfelder, his first personal, and that's only the first zebra team foul of the game.
Yeah.
Working's foul shot on the way, that's no good. Bryce Abbott will check back into the zebra lineup.
Working struggling a little bit in this basketball game. He's had a lot of pressure with the basketball. He's gotten one shot off, but missed that free throw.
Also coming in for Rochester, number 40 for the first time, Elijah Yarber. He'll check in and give a well-deserved break to Onnefield.
Onnefield coming out with 7 points.
Working second shot, that one's good. Cuts the lead 19-9 with 4:26 to go in the half. Malachi Sanderson checking back in now to the Warrior lineup, and Working will take a breather. Perez triggers in into Abbott, quickly over to Lingenfelder. He's cut off, and we've got a hack.
Foul by Beal. That'll be his first, team fourth.
Working didn't sit very long. He's right back into the lineup, and Hanley will check out. So North Miami will sag back into the zone. Come out of pressure. Lingenfelder, dribble drive left side, picks it up, looks to get it into the paint, does so to Abbott. He kicks it to Perez, nothing going on. Back out and back in. Shot off the glass is no good by Garber. And North Miami back on the other way. 2-point transition basket by Braxton Beal. So North Miami gets the lead back down into single digits now for Rochester. And here's a steal. Long lead pass ahead, layup on the way and good. Braxton Beal does it again.
That time Jackson with the ill-advised pass up over the top. Had it stolen and it led to a quick transition bucket at the other end. North Miami trails now just by 6, 19-13.
North Miami switching defenses again. Good ball movement. Perez up for a dunk, but the ball knocked away just at the last minute. There's going to be a foul, so Brady will go to the line to shoot a pair.
That foul's coming against Musselman, his second.
Perez at the line, he'll shoot a pair.
Perez looking for his first points of the ball game.
First one up and on the way. Well, that one's good. And Brad, a couple more substitutions. Hanley back into the North Miami lineup, replacing Beal. Onnefield didn't take very long on the bench. He's back in replacing Yarber.
Need his height down low.
Perez looking for his second point of the contest, and he gets it. Rochester back on top, 21-13 with 3:22 to go in the half. Working, brings it up. Musselman swings it around now to Sonnefrank. Again, most of the ball movement on the perimeter for the Warriors. Rochester very active in their zone defense, and loose ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by Abbott.
Yeah, Rochester's doing a good job on defense, switching it up between the 2-3 zone and the man-to-man, and no matter which one they're in, they're always got ball pressure and making sure that the shooter is covered up.
Free substitutions for both teams as Nick Allen checks back in, replacing Abbott. Blocked shot by Onnefield, but right back into the hands of Hanley, who lays it in for 2. Hanley's a young, active player, only a sophomore, but brings a lot of energy to the court out there.
Yeah, he's got a little jump in him.
Rochester on the attack, into the paint, kick out. Allen for 3. That one's off the board, no good. Rebound, put back. Onnefield, a very strong first half performance.
Yeah, 6'7", Onnefield's pretty well owns the paint right here in this first half for Rochester. He's got 9 first half points.
Long 3 on the way. That one's in and out, no good. And Onnefield with another rebound. Nick Allen looking to push for the Zebras. Now he'll slow it up about midcourt. Plays catch back and forth, nearly stolen away again, but Allen retains the ball.
North Miami doing a really good job of stepping in between the passing lane, trying to force Rochester to go over the top so they can get the steal.
Jackson on the move. Lingenfelder, baseline, kicks it in to Onnefield. Back on. And Lingenfelder, as he was looking to drive back toward the top of the key, picks up a blocking foul. That's on Sanderson. His first, and that's now the team's 6th foul. Beal checks back into the lineup for North Miami, and Musselman will check out. Perez to trigger it in. Near side, does so without pressure to Allen in the backcourt. Nick Allen brings it across, surveys the defense. Lingenfelder back to Allen in the top, into the paint. Jackson will pull up from about 8 feet, no good. Offensive rebound again. Onnefield, loose ball. Here's Perez picking it up, and he's fouled as he tried to go up for the layup.
Yeah, Sonafrank, I think, is going to pick up his 3rd foul. It is his 3rd. That'll be the 7th. So Perez will go shoot 2. Again, the 6'7" Onnefield having his way on the defensive and offensive rebounding there as he pulled that ball in, and Perez was able to be the recipient of the miss on the other side. But
the senior at the line, eyes the first one. That's on the way in and out, no good. Nate Musselman will check back in for North Miami. Minute 34, really important for Rochester to finish this half strong. Their goal is to push the lead into double digits, while North Miami certainly wants to keep it in striking distance at Zebra. There's a shot blocked by Perez. Thought there was going to be a foul. Nothing called.
There was a long rebound on the free throw miss, and Perez got it and had the ball tipped up, knocked out of his hand.
Well, and it ends up being a loose ball foul on Rochester's number 34, Onnefield, his first personal, and only the team's second of the first half. So Rochester will sag back into the half-court 2-3 defense. North Miami walks it across.
Well, yeah, you're right. What you said earlier, it's important for Rochester to finish strong here in this half because you know North Miami's going to make a run when they come out in the 3rd quarter.
Hanley back out deep, 3 on the way from Sanderson. That one's off the mark, no good. Hanley in there, offensive rebound. His shot up, no good. Loose ball rebound ripped out of there by Jackson.
Hanley working hard for North Miami down low. Perez from 15 feet's no good.
And Hanley clears the boards for North Miami, and now the Warriors looking to push. Ball ahead, loose ball on the ground, kicked out of bounds, last touch by Rochester. Working, dribbled a little too deep into the paint, and then couldn't find any help.
Yeah, lost his footing and the basketball. They're going to say last touch by North Miami, and Rochester will get the ball with 48 seconds to go, leading 23-15.
We'll see here if the coaching staff for Rochester elects to hold for one shot. Up 8 with 42 seconds left. Now Allen looks to push a little bit. He holds it up, draws a double team, looking for help. And we've got a jump ball called.
It's going to stay with Rochester.
Very fortunate. Again, Allen drove a little too deep that time and got himself trapped.
Trying to find Onnefield down on the block, but North Miami did a really good job of tying him up.
Yeah, excellent job recovery that time on the defensive end for North Miami. Perez down in the court to Allen. He'll let a 3 fly, and that one's good. Nick Allen's first trifecta of the evening, and Rochester pushes the lead to 11. So we'll see what North Miami does as the clock winds under 20 seconds. Shot fake by Beal. Now he'll go back on top to working.
Guarded by Allen.
Now we'll have a shot out of the corner. That one's blocked. Onnefield blocks the shot of Beal, and Rochester looks to push. Ahead, Perez pulls up off the glass and good at the buzzer. At the half, Rochester 28, North Miami 15. You're listening to Zebra Basketball right here on WROI, watching on RTC4.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years. We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Back at Rochester High School, as we promised, we're going to do the North Miami fifth grade, North Miami Rochester fifth grade. On the floor for the Rochester Zebras, Jonah Kaiser, Jonas Kaiser, that is, Grant Clark, Wade Bowers, Jack Ruffett, and Carson Pollock for the Rochester Zebras.
Team sponsor
North Miami.
Rochester fifth grade, Rochester Boat Company, Shane and Lisa Ruffett.
They are 32.
Thank you. Isaac Floyd will jump center for the Warriors. Also Riley Collins on the floor for North Miami. Ryan Meredith, Cale Deerdorf, and it looks like Blake Musil, North Miami with the basketball. Deerdorf across the timeline, works against the man-to-man defense, high on the right side to Collins. Collins looks down low, gives it into Floyd. Floyd against Kaiser, backs his way into the paint against a triple team, and we're going to have a foul down low on the Zebras, and it'll be out of bounds to North Miami underneath their basket baseline right. Meredith will look to trigger it in for the Warriors. Meredith looks to get it in, does so to Floyd. Knocked out, Kaiser takes a spill, hands off to Ruffett, who gives to Bowers. Wade Bowers brings it up the floor for the Zebras. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Bowers walks it through the center circle, gets a pick from Kaiser, goes to the left side. Bowers all the way to the basket, layup is no good. Rebound fall for Floyd for North Miami, comes out of there with it. North Miami's Musil on the run, going to our left. Musil on the right wing behind the arc. Gives to Meredith on the free throw line. Meredith with the defense in front of him, gives to Collins now. Outside of Musil, long three, left wing for the Warriors, is off the glass and in.
Banking it in from three-point range.
Wade Bowers quickly up the floor for Rochester's fifth grade. Works against the man-to-man defense. Nice screen by Jonas Kaiser. On the pick and roll, Kaiser down low in the paint. His jumper on the way is short. Pollock with the rebound. Carson Pollock backs it out to Bowers. Bowers now on the left wing for the Rochester Zebras. Brings it all the way around to the right wing. His long three from the right side is off the front of the rim. No good. North Miami the rebound. Musil runs for the Warriors to our left. Musil all the way to the baseline. Cut off by the defense. Kicks it outside to Deerdorf. His three right wing is off the mark. No good. North Miami gets the rebound. The put back on the way is off the side of the backboard, but I believe we're going to have a foul on Grant Clark. Out of bounds to North Miami baseline left. Meredith gets it into Floyd. Floyd against Kaiser. And another foul coming against the Rochester Zebras. A bunch of hackers, I think. And 42 hasn't even gotten in yet.
As I say, we don't even have a Musselman on the floor yet.
Meredith with the basketball. And it's going to be knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with North Miami. Again, you're listening to the North Miami Rochester fifth grade game here at halftime. And the inbounds pass is chucked out of bounds. Rochester will get it back. North Miami up here 3-0. Wade Bowers brings it up the floor for the Zebras. Bowers across the timeline against the man-to-man defense. Wade, pass to the near side to Pollock, who hands off to Bowers. Bowers loses the footing. North Miami on the ground, Rochester on the ground. We're going to have a tie-up. And I believe it'll be Rochester basketball on the tip. Yep, on the possession arrow. Out of bounds to Rochester, baseline right. Jack Ruffett will look to get it in. Ruffett looks, gets it into Wade Bowers, now to Pollock. Carson at the free throw line, loses the handle, now gets it back to Wade Bowers in the left wing. Bowers top of the key, brings it all the way around the horn, now backs it out to the center circle. Here comes the subs. Bowers on the pick and roll, has it tipped away by Meredith, and now North Miami running. Meredith will go coast to coast. He stops in the block, puts up a tough shot, it goes in. Connor Dunphy, Ashton Musselman, and Grant Bailey into the game. Ruffett, Clark, and Kaiser will come out.
North Miami brings in 4.
Line change.
Yeah.
There's a Carter Floor on the floor. There's a Tristan Armstrong. Also on the floor is Colin Floyd. Grant Clark gives to Dunphy. Connor Dunphy around the defense is being tackled out side, get to Musselman. Ashley with the basketball above his head. Now it's bounced pass to Wade Bowers, who gets it near the timeline. Bowers crossover dribble. Goes right hard for Rochester. Gives to Dunphy. His shot is blocked, but we're going to have a foul on North Miami, but out of bounds to Rochester baseline right. Just 2 minutes left in this 6-minute game. Dunphy looks to get it in for the Zebras. Gets it into Bowers on the baseline. Wade dribbles to the right wing. Now top of the key for the Zebras. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Bowers bounce pass left side to Bailey. Grant Bailey holds the ball above his head. He's got it stripped from him. And coming the other way is Tristan Armstrong. Armstrong for North Miami. Gives off to Grayson Maverick. He loses the ball to Dunphy. Dunphy then is ran over by Grant Bailey, who gives to Wade Bowers. Bowers across the timeline with 90 seconds to play in this halftime period. Rochester make that North Miami leading 5-0. Musselman to Bailey on a sissy pass. Grant Bailey runs the baseline. His shot no good. Musselman to the rebound.
Skies for the board.
Yeah, out to Pollock. His 15-footer is good.
And an assist. Musselman with a board and an assist.
Deerdorf brings it up for the Warriors. He crosses the timeline. Deerdorf against Pollock in the man-to-man defense. Goes to the left elbow for North Miami. Cut off by the defense. Tries to pass down low. Grant Bailey with the steal. Grant Bailey runs the other way. He's on the right side of the floor. Slows up, and now across the timeline for Rochester. Down by 3 with 55 seconds to play in halftime. Bailey, coast to coast. Shot no good. Rebound to Bowers. Bowers in the lane. He puts up a tough shot. No good. Musselman fights for the rebound. Nope. North Miami now has the ball. Deerdorf brings it up for the Warriors with 40 seconds to play at halftime. Cale Deerdorf, top for North Miami at the right elbow. Crossover dribble, loses the basketball. Connor Dunphy on the floor, grabs a loose ball, now to Bowers. Wade Bowers running the other way, 30 seconds to play at halftime. Musselman open, right side of the lane. He throws up a shot. Good as a foul! Then he bumps his chest like, yep. I knew all the whole time that was going in. Musselman brings it up. Deerdorf brings it up for North Miami with 9. It dribbles to the left wing. Now to Floor for North Miami with 5. Right side of the floor to Floyd. Colin Floyd backs it outside to Deerdorf. Stolen by Parson Pollock, and he's not going to get a shot off. Fantastic halftime fun for North Miami and Rochester's 5th grade basketball team. Yep. First half stats coming up next. 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
RTC cable subscribers. Now you can watch your favorite cable networks wherever you are, on your phone, tablet, or computer. Just log on to www.watchTVEverywhere.com. Enter your RTC account information and sign up to watch TV everywhere. Live sports, videos on demand, and more, all for free with your RTC cable subscription. Watch TV Everywhere, another great service from RTC. This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
You know, a little bit out of shape.
Okay.
Rochester 5th grade lost that by 1 point.
Oh,
and
yeah?
if they give Ashton a free throw,
Oh, yeah, tie game.
he's going to, I mean, he's
That's right.
he's automatic at the free throw
They
line.
didn't have time for overtime.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
North Miami starts with the basketball going to our left. Here comes a half-court trap by the Zebras. Working, thank you, Josh. Ball loose on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up. And we're going to have a timeout. North Miami gets a timeout. It's a 30. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Not only his shooting ability, but the way he ran the floor to get in position.
Yeah, Rochester as a team has done pretty good, but Onafield and Reinhardt's have really worked hard down in the paint here in this basketball game, blocking out, getting the rebounds, and moving the ball around is really well.
I agree. Sonnefield, Sonnefrank that is, gets it into the backcourt to Beal. High on the right side to Sanderson. Back to Beal on the near side. Rochester now in a 2-3 zone. High on the right side to Sanderson. Sanderson to the middle of the floor, left side to Working. Working, right side to Sonnefrank. Rochester in the 2-3 zone to Sanderson behind the arc. Everything right now is behind the arc for North Miami.
Yeah, Rochester's keeping them out of the paint inside. That time Working gets in the paint, and he's going to draw the foul on Onafield. That'll be his second, first of the half. Yeah, in that first half, Rochester switched between the 2-3 and the man-to-man, and it really didn't matter which one they were in, but North Miami was not able to get anything generated in the paint.
You'd have hit that free throw, right? You'd have made it? Yeah, you would have.
Working makes his. He'll get one more.
How many did he have in the first half, Bren?
Four.
Okay. 30 seconds into the third quarter. It's 28-16 Rochester. Working, the left-handed free throw shooter. The second one is good again. 28-17. There was a time there where Rochester was pushing a 20-point lead, and North Miami came back hard, forced a couple of turnovers and got it down to, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Jackson Baseline, stripped, picked up by Onafield. Outside left is Lingenfelder around the defense. Outside of Jackson on the right wing. Jackson against Beal. Works the left corner. Down low to Onafield. Wide open. Alex, turnaround jumper for 5 feet off the window and in.
Great job by Onafield to recognize the defense had backed off him. He just turned around and banked it off the glass.
A minute gone in the third quarter, 30-17. Rochester with the lead, North Miami the basketball. Sana Frank with the basketball against the 2-3 zone, high on the right side, now left wing pass to Beal in the corner to Sanderson. 3 over Brady Perez, is in and out, no good. And Reinhardt's with the basketball. Kyle hands off to Lingenfelder. Cavalry through the center circle for Rochester. Maybe. Now to Jackson across the timeline left. Jackson against a double team in the corner to Onafield. Alex dribbles to the top of the key to Cavalry Lingenfelder, who takes it right to the right elbow. Jump stop to Brady Perez to Jackson. Isaiah travels going to the basket.
He saw an opening. He just went before he could put the ball on the floor.
6:15 to play in the third.
North Miami has kind of switched their defense up a little bit with that 1-2-2 zone, and that one man up point on the point is causing havoc with the passing back and forth across the top of the key.
Beal on the left wing, top of the key to Working. Working, dribbling against Isaiah Jackson now in the man-to-man defense. Goes to the basket, leaner on the way, blocked by Onafield, picked up by Lingenfelder.
Working, trying to draw another foul on Onafield.
Well, Onafield's got a foot on him, honest to goodness,
Yeah.
so he doesn't really have to jump, just put his hands up. Jackson slashes to the basket, rises up, puts it off the glass for 2. 32-17, 5:40 to play in the third quarter. Rochester up, North Miami the basketball going to our left. Working. On the right side is Sanderson. Man-to-man defense by the Zebras. Now Sana Frank with the basketball. Sana Frank treble dribbles to his right. Gives to Hanley, who backs his way into the paint. Out to Sana Frank. His long 3 over the defense off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. Onafield keeps it alive and grabs the board. Alex down to Lingenfelder across the timeline right. Zebras run up 32-17. And the basketball is kicked out of bounds by Sanderson. It'll stay with Rochester on the far side. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Again, thank Todd Beeler for jumping in here at the last minute and bailing me out. His tour of duty may not be finished. Jackson high on the right side for the Zebras. Jackson middle of the floor against North Miami's 2-3 zone to Lingenfelder. 3 left wing for the Zebras. Good!
That'll help open the offense up a little bit.
Absolutely. 35-17, back to an 18-point lead for the Zebras with 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Working, will go all the way to the basket. His shot blocked out of bounds by Onafield.
Yep. Nice job, too, not getting the body involved, just keeping the hands up.
I think Onafield on the whistle thought he fouled him.
Yeah.
And then they saw out of bounds pointing North Miami way and kind of give a big sigh of relief. Sanderson off the rafters, no good. Brady Perez grabs a rebound.
That'll just let me know if that was the 4th block in this game for Onafield.
He'll have a triple-double and blocks, rebounds, and points.
Right.
North Miami knocks the basketball out of bounds. That'll bring Nick Allen into the game, and Nick will replace Isaiah Jackson. 4.5 to play in the third. Rochester up 35-17. Bounce pass into Perez. Brady on the wing. Top of the key to Lingenfelder. Cavalry out to Allen. Nick with the basketball brings it out and resets for Rochester between the rings. Now works right side to Brady Perez. Brady back to Allen. Behind the arc, top of the key. One dribble to his left. Now Brady Perez just inside the arc. Jumper on the way is good in rhythm. 37-17. Rochester on top. 4 minutes to play in the third. Hanley outside to Sanderson. Sana Frank left side to Beal. Hanley at the free throw line. Now to Working. Working against Allen. Takes him left. Leaner on the way. Off the window. No good. And you can tell right there the Alex Onafield effect.
Yeah, you're right.
Rochester coming the other way, and Nick Allen travels. 3:49 to play in the third. Rochester up 37-17. Our next broadcast will be our next radio broadcast. I believe will be on the 27th of December with the Rochester Lady Zebras and their shootout.
That'll be you and Mac.
That's right. Somebody thinks they need a day off.
About 4, maybe. 4 or 5.
Hanley at the free throw line, gives to Working. Leaner over Onafield is good this time.
Working's been cutting and slashing to the basket since halftime, and he finally gets one to roll in.
Full court press by the Warriors. On a field, and they make that Cavalry Lingenfelder across the timeline. Goes to the baseline, cut off by the double team. Cross court pass to Allen. His three right wing over Beal is short, gets his own rebound. Outside to Onafield to the free throw line. Now to Brady Perez. 18-footer on the way is short. Beal the rebound. Rips and runs for North Miami. Left side of the floor. Jump stop on the left block. Outside to Working. Nice hands by Tristan Working picking up that short hop. And we're going to have a foul on the block by Nick Allen. And it'll be out of bounds in front of the North Miami bench. Going to our left. Musselman back in for the Warriors. Sanderson sits down. Isaiah Jackson back in for the Zebras, and Nick Allen comes out. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Under 3 to play in the third quarter. 37-19 Rochester. Beal gets the inbounds pass to the left wing. Where are we, in a 2-3 or we man-to-man?
Looks like a man-to-man.
Working to Musselman on the right wing. Related, yes.
Yeah.
Sana Frank, back to Musselman high on the right side. To Hanley at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Working at the volleyball line. Tristan Working, now to Musselman on the right wing with 2.5 to play in the third quarter, 37-19. Beal has it stripped away, picked up though by Sana Frank in North Miami. Sana Frank will go into the basket. His shot over Onafield, rims in. 37-21.
That's his first bucket of the game.
Full court press by the Warriors. Perez, Lingenfelder, back to Perez. Now to Reinhardt's to Jackson as they just dude across the timeline. 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Lingenfelder, top of the key, gives to Perez on the right wing. Brady behind the arc, stands with the basketball, gives to Reinhardt's. He loses the ball, picked up by North Miami. I believe Reinhardt's Maya lost an arm on that steal.
A lot of contact.
And then the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by the Zebras. It'll stay with North Miami right in front of the Rochester student section going to our left. 1:55 to play in the third, 37-21 Rochester. Working for three over Reinhardt's is short. Brady Perez with the rebound. Ahead to Reinhardt's. Kyle stops, pops, good. Kyle Reinhardt's leaked out, and the quarterback found him streaking down the floor and hit him in stride.
Say, Perez looked like he was thrown to the corner.
90 seconds to play in the third quarter, 39-21. Hanley in the right lane, kicks it away. Right there's Working to pick it up, and he is fouled hard by Onafield. Hanley drove, bounced it off his foot, right to cutting Working, and he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Perez picks up his first, team third.
Zebras will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Rochester Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
For North Miami?
I still have the 5th grade roster. That's not going to work, is it? Free throw by Working is no good. Wait, say that again? Who checked in?
Number 3.
Huh.
Onafield with another rebound.
Oh, there he is. Alex Masters is the sophomore. Tristan Working missed both free throws.
Yeah.
Jackson on the right, left wing for Rochester. Now out to Lingenfelder. Cavalry around the defense, and Brady Perez on the right wing. Brady holds against the man-to-man defense. Jackson against Masters, throws up a shot in the lane, and it goes down.
Isaiah with 10 now.
Nice hard move by the junior Isaiah Jackson to make it a 41-21 game with 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Beal against the Rochester 2-3 zone, and he was hit hard by Jackson.
Jackson's got to pick up his first. He got a little over-aggressive there on that attempted steal.
Sanderson will come back in for the Warriors. And he'll replace Tristan Working. 50 seconds to play in the third. It's a 20-point lead for the Zebras. Good luck to the Rochester Lady Zebras tomorrow. They'll travel to Benton Central. That's a 1 o'clock JV tip, I believe. Beal with 44. Tough shot. Left side. Nope. Onafield grabs another board. Outlets to Lingenfelder. Ahead to Perez. Brady rises up. Foul the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think he had visions of a two-handed jam.
He wanted to dunk it, and the ball got tipped out of his hand at the last minute.
And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Pass on Northman, 32 Beal.
So Beal picks up his second.
At the line for the Zebras, shooting 2, 23.
35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rochester up 41-21, and Brady Perez, a senior, at the line for the Zebras for 2.
Just got 6 points so far in the game, 2 of 4 from the line.
Nothing but net on the first one. Working back into the game, and Beal will sit. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Again, like to thank Tom Beeler for jumping in there in the first half and helping us out. Brady Perez with 1 more for the Zebras, looking to push this lead to 22. Senior eyes it, flies it, and buys it. 43-21. 30 seconds. Working through the center circle. High on the right side of Sanderson. Now to Hanley, back to Working. Working, leaner on the way, no good, short. Rebound tipped around, ball still loose. Onafield has it with 20. Now Lingenfelder with the basketball with 18, and he'll bring it across the timeline with 16. Lingenfelder against the man-to-man defense with 12. Gives to Perez with 10. Back to Lingenfelder with 9. Cavalry in the paint with 7. Backs it outside with 6. Picks up his dribble, gives to Isaiah Jackson with 3. Pull-up jumper in the paint is no good. North Miami the rebound, and that'll do it. After 3, the Zebras lead the Warriors 43-21. You're listening to Rochester Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value in Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Start right. Start here. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Matchup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
interesting. That contract's run its course then, huh?
Yep. Perez, Lingenfelder, Jackson, Onafield, and Reinhardt's on the floor for the Zebras to start this fourth and final quarter. Here comes the run and jump half-court trap by the Warriors, and it pays off. They force a turnover. Sanderson high on the right side to Beal at the free throw line. His jumper in the paint on the way is off the back of the rim, no good. Lingenfelder skies for the board, grabs it with one hand, rips and runs for Rochester. Right side to Perez. Brady down low to Reinhardt's. Outside of Jackson. Now to Perez to Reinhardt, so we're going to have a foul in the... Oh, what was it?
I think they called something on Perez.
3 seconds. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. Still turnover.
30 seconds into the fourth quarter. It's 43-21, Rochester. Sanderson high on the right side for the Warriors. Now between the rings to Musselman. Swings left side to Working. Cross court to Sanderson. Drives around the defense. Inside the arc, outside to Musselman on the right wing. Musselman backs it out to the free throw line. Now to Working at the left wing. Working inside the arc at the left elbow extended. Out to Beal. He gets in the lane. His shot on the way, no good. Reinhardt's on the board. Kyle outlets to Jackson. Rochester brings it up. Minute gone in the fourth. Isaiah holds between the rings. Now to Cavalry Lingenfelder high on the right side against the zone. Gives to Reinhardt's outside to Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Rises up. Shot blocked. Reinhardt's to the rebound. Kicks it outside to Lingenfelder. 15-footer right. Baseline is good.
Reinhardt's keeping things alive and active in the paint.
6:40 to play in the game. 45-21, Rochester. Hanley backs his way in, kicks it in the corner, and throws her out of bounds. Bryce Abbott and Trey Stasiak will come in for the first time tonight. And coming out of the game will be Brady Perez, and North Miami will take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Five wears his fire hat and coat in the ring.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Six and a half to play in the game. Rochester up 45-21. Val just gave me an interesting stat, Brad.
Okay.
Malachi Sanderson hit 5 3-pointers and scored 19 points against Lakeland Christian on Tuesday. Nothing tonight.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Val.
I knew he had the nothing part, but I didn't know.
Stasiak in the right wing. Inside the arc. Now to Abbott on the right side. Right in front of the bench. Backs it out and resets for Rochester. In the corner to Stasiak. Nice hands by Trey to pick up that short hop. Now back to Abbott. Abbott right side picks up his dribble, cross court to Lingenfelder. Calvary saves him going out of bounds. Nice crossover dribble out there. Now to Abbott between the rings. 6 minutes to play in the game. 45-21 Rochester, I'm sorry. Lingenfelder, 15 foot off the window and in. That's why I think they put the backboard there.
There you go, yeah. Lingenfelder was 7 now in the game, 4 in this quarter.
47-21. Musselman, 3 on the baseline. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Abbott grabs the board. Now outlets to Lingenfelder. 47-21, Rochester. Lingenfelder on the wing, top of the key to Abbott. Bryce gives to a cutting Reinhardt. Wrap around pass to Abbott, or Onafield. He puts it in for 2. Love me some post-to-post passing.
Yeah, good heads-up look there by Reinhardt.
49-21. 5:20 to play in the game. Rochester up, North Miami the ball. Sanderson, long 3 right wing, is in and out, no good. Musselman with the rebound for North Miami. Out to working against Stasiak, and the Sanderson back to working in the left wing. Working behind his back dribble at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper over the defense, in and out, no good. And Stasiak grabs the board. Right place at the right time there for Trey, and he outlets to Lingenfelder. Under 5 to play in the game. Sonafrank will come back in for North Miami the next opportunity. Abbott on the near side. Abbott against the 2-3 zone to Lingenfelder on the left wing. Right wing pass to Abbott. 4:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 49-21. Bounce pass to Reinhardt at the free throw line. He's in the paint. Loses the footing.
Got to shoot.
Kicks it outside to Stasiak. 3 right wing for the Zebras. Short. Reinhardt with another rebound, and he is fouled. Is that Kyle Reinhardt's 10th board?
Yes. 8 points, 10 boards for Reinhardt. Sanderson picks up his second.
Team second and a half. Sonafrank into the lineup for North Miami.
So Rochester basketball baseline left. Lingenfelder gets it into Onafield. He rises up from 10 feet off the window and in.
15 now for Onafield.
I assume that he leads us.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had a really good night. Sonafrank. Ball tipped away, and I believe Reinhardt's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, that'll be his first.
Knocks Hanley to the floor. He'll be out of bounds to North Miami on the far side.
11 Reinhardt is first, team fifth.
The next RTC broadcast will be next Tuesday. The Rochester Lady Zebras will host the Culver Lady Cavs. That 3 blocked. Onafield another board.
Oh, okay.
Lingenfelder across the timeline to Abbott.
Val just says it's been 6 minutes since North Miami scored last.
Abbott jump stop, out to the timeline to Lingenfelder, under 4 to play in the game.
On a field with 5 blocks in this game.
Oh, Lingenfelder might have got away with a charge there, or a push, or whatever. 30-point lead for the Zebras right now with 3:45 to play in the game. Abbott backs it out of the volleyball line. Now Lingenfelder. Rochester just running some time right now. Obviously don't need to score at this point.
Right.
Abbott in the paint. Bryce, Lehner on the way. No good, gets his own rebounds, has the ball stripped away and picked up by North Miami, and then Bryce Abbott's going to pick up the reach and foul.
That'll be the first on Abbott. Team 6.
Fouls coming on 0-30.
Alex Masters will come back in for North Miami. And Hanley, I like Hanley.
Yeah, he looks like an athlete.
He does, you're right. Hanley comes out.
Yeah, I don't care what sport you're talking about. Hanley and working would be two that.
Yeah. And they're going to be back again next year.
Yeah.
Hanley's just a sophomore working in the paint. Nice body control. Lehner's good off the window.
Working now with 10.
3:14 to play in the game. 51-23, full court press by the Warriors. Stasiak ahead to Lingenfelder. Cavalry hesitates, brings it up the floor, and is going to be pushed out of bounds. No call, and we're going to have a turnover on the Zebras. 3:07 to play in the game. 51-23, Zebras. 2-3 zone now by, man-to-man defense by the Zebras. Working again to the basket. The shot no good. Ottefield picks up the ball, gives it to Lingenfelder. Abbott across the timeline to Reinhardt. Kyle to left elbow. Picks up his dribble, and now we're going to have a timeout, Zebras. It'll be a 60. You're listening to Rochester Basketball.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Basketball after their timeout. Trey Stasiak will get it in to the timeline to Lingenfelder. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
Rochester's still going to try and continue to run the clock.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
At halftime, LaVille leads Pioneer 25-18, varsity guys basketball. Jackson, left wing, over the top to Lingenfelder. Cavalry at the free throw line, down low to Reinhardt. His shot is no good. He gets a rebound, loses the basketball out of bounds, stripped away by North Miami. And Rochester will have it. How about that catch and shoot? Yeah. He was rising up and the ball was coming to him.
Right, yep.
Eli Stevens comes into the game for the first time, and Kyle Reinhardt is done for the night. Really good game.
Yeah, 11 rebounds, 8 points.
Stasiak baseline right, gets into the Stevens. Leaner on the way is good. Eli Stevens, a sophomore, puts it in for his first 2 of the game.
Yeah, comes right in off the bench.
He is a load. He had 19 in the JV game.
Oh, wow.
Field travels on the way to the basket. It'll go back to Rochester.
Yeah, North Miami with just 2 points in this. Yeah, just 2 points in this fourth quarter for North Miami.
JV won tonight. I'm trying to find that score.
64-24.
Yeah, Eli Stevens with 19. Yarber with 10, and I'm going to have to get the other one. Stevens down low again. Fouled hard in the paint.
Fouls coming on North Miami. 32 Beal, his third, team third.
Blake Hughes with 14.
14, yeah.
Lingenfelder to Jackson. Minute 50 to play in the game. Stasiak left side to Lingenfelder. Fakes a three, drives it inside the paint, outside to Stasiak. Left wing three for the Zebras off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fall for Jackson, comes out of there with it. Isaiah in the paint is going to be tied up. North Miami going to get it back. Grant McCarter will come in for the first time tonight for the Zebras. Cavalry Lingenfelder is done. What was that score, Brad?
64-24.
Thank you. 100 seconds to play in the game. 53-23, Rochester. Rochester's going to even their mark at 3-3. North Miami's going to fall to 4-3. Sonafrank is going to be fouled. Is that going to be on Abbott?
I believe so. That'll be his second.
And that's going to be 1-1 for North Miami.
So Sonafrank will go to the line. He's just got 2 points in the ball game. First trip to the free throw line.
North Miami empties their bench as well. Working finishes the game with, what did you say, 10?
10, yep.
Really tough sled in the paint when you've got 6'7", 6'5", and 6'6".
Yeah.
Free throw no good. Stasiak with the rebound. McCarter now will run the point. Grant a sophomore. Quinn Stasiak in the game as well. He too a sophomore. Ball loose. North Miami picks it up, and Bryce Abbott just picked up foul number 3.
Well, you get 5, so.
Post-game show coming up after this one.
Zebras, number 30, Abbott, his second. Teammate at the line, shooting 1, and the bonus, 25, Johnson.
Johnson to the line for North Miami. Shooting 1 of the bonus with a minute 13 to play in the game. Rochester by 30 right now at home. Person for Johnson is good. We'll have one more. So you've got 3 sophomores on the floor right now and 2 juniors. Ireland will come in for the next time for North Miami, the next dead ball. The free throw no good. And Abbott with a rebound who outlets to McCarter. 70 seconds. Coach Malco does not.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give us.
Burns picks up the foul, his first.
Ireland comes in for North Miami, and Musselman is done. 44 seconds to play in the game. Again, Rochester going to even their mark at 3-3. North Miami going to slip to 4-3.
Also checking in 33.
Rochester has in their sights a nice break. They got Taylor on Tuesday, then a 10-day break.
Yeah, yep.
Abbott will trigger it in front of his bench. Gets it in the backcourt to Stasiak. Quinn across the timeline. Here comes a half-court trap. Now to Abbott at the three-point line. Outside near the timeline to McCarter with 35. Grant holds with 33. Grant dribbles to his right. Jump stop. Outside to Abbott with 28. Bryce with the basketball with 27. Bryce dribbles with his right hand with 22. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to McCarter with 19. Grant around the defense with 16. Bounce pass to Quinn Stasiak. Quinn near the timeline. Dribbles away from trouble with 10. Down low to Trey. Right under the basket and pulls it back outside with 7. Abbott around the defense. Now to Stasiak. Quinn outside to McCarter with 2, and that'll do it. The Zebras defeat the Warriors tonight 53-24. Post-game show next, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
RTC cable subscribers. Now you can watch your favorite cable networks wherever you are, on your phone, tablet, or computer. Just log on to www.watchtveverywhere.com. Enter your RTC account information and sign up to watch TV everywhere. Live sports, videos on demand, and more, all for free with your RTC cable subscription. Watch TV everywhere. Another great service from RTC. This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
Tonight with 10 points. They were just 3 of 7 from the free throw line and turned the ball over 6 times. For Rochester, Stevens with 2, Nick Allen with 3, Langenfelder with 7, Kyle Reinhardt's finished with 8 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, Brady Perez with 8. Isaiah Jackson finished with 10, and Alex Onnefield led all scorers tonight with 15 points. I think he had 6 boards and 6 blocked shots to go along with that.
I think that's as active as I've seen him before this year.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. And Rochester, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, turned the ball over 10 times. But most importantly, they get the win, 53-24.
JV tonight wins 64-24. Eli Stevens with 19 points, Blake Hughes with 14, and Eli Yarber with 10 in that contest. We're going to take a quick, maybe we're not. Again, next Tuesday night, the Rochester guys back in action there at Taylor. The Rochester Lady Zebras home next Tuesday night with Culver. That's we'll be back here for with RTC and call that game. And Coach Malco coming out, so we'll let Brad take off his headphones because nobody wants to use mine. And we'll talk to Coach Malco here in the postgame show. Again, the Zebras win tonight 54-24 here at home against North Miami Warriors. Again, they are now 1-0 in the TRC. Coach, congratulations, first of all. Nice game.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, let's. I want to start with Alex Onnefield. He was. I don't care how many points he had. I mean, he had a really good game. He was really active for you in the paint.
Well, you know, Monday and Tuesday, we broke down into guard and post drills, and I'm really trying to get the guys to understand that you don't avoid contact. You go at them. We want contact. We want to go to the foul line. How many foul shots did we take? Not very many, did we?
8.
But the other side of it, like I told them, then if you would just focus on your target, finish your shot, you're going to get something. I got tired the first couple games of getting nothing. No free throws, missed shot, zip. And I agree, Alex was really good tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Kyle Reinhardt's active on the boards. He was a bucket shy of a double-double.
Yeah.
Rob, I thought your bigs played really well tonight.
They did. They played really well. I thought everybody, the guards, we had, I think, 11 turnovers is what we had us for. And with that, you know, the way they like to play, the pressure they want to put on you, the traps that they want to do, we worked obviously really hard all week on that, and they did a great job of handling it. So
here's what else I like. The last couple of games, we have seen a different person in Isaiah Jackson. He is looking for a shot. He's slashing to the basket, looking for that 10-footer in the lane.
Yeah, and again, you know, early in the season, there's always that tendency to want to go all the way to the hole, and then we always talk about that volleyball line. Understand, if they got the alley to get a layup, take it, but otherwise pull up and kiss it off the glass, and or kick it out to a teammate who's wide open because you've drawn defense. And that basketball IQ that we keep trying to teach and we're getting better at, I thought, showed itself a little bit tonight. And, you know, it's always fun to come out and play as well as we did as a group. And I mean, I thought everybody that played tonight contributed in a positive way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought, you know, Nick Allen came off the bench. I think because of his illness early in the week, he really didn't show any signs of that to me.
No, and it was just a situation where, you know, you get into a groove, and we were really hitting the boards hard there early, and you just kind of stick with what's working at that moment. And it wasn't anything with Nick, but Nick had a big three there in the second quarter that kind of got us where we were flirting at that 10-point lead, and then we got up by 13 at halftime because of his three, and then we followed it up with a power move, and I forget who hit it, but it was just a good way to finish the half.
I thought you did a really good job tonight mixing up your defense. You didn't let North Miami see a defense more than 3 or 4 trips down the floor, the same defense.
Yeah, and we wanted to try and keep them off balance, and then when we threw the half-court trap in a couple times, and that got them a little bit. So, you know, the guys were just very alert. You know, they were dialed into what we wanted to do. Yeah. They were sharing the information. We're talking better on the floor. And, you know, that's what I complimented them on when the game was over. I said, listen, the key is us continuing to grow as a group, you know, and having each other's back. When there's a mistake made, whether you made it or not, take credit for it. Go, hey, my bad, you know, and help your teammate feel better about whatever just happened and move on to the next play. And I thought they did a good job of that tonight.
JV hangs 64 tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's always fun to watch those guys come out. They're slow starters, but, you know, by the time they get to the middle of the third quarter, it seems like they kind of put you in your rearview mirror in many cases, and they did that tonight. And, again, the bigs did a good job, too.
Yeah, I thought I think that maybe the first game this year I really seen both sides of the lane. Yarber and Stevens play and look for a shot.
Well, it was one of those things where at halftime, I know
and Blake Hughes.
We came into the office, and we just all us coaches said we shouldn't shoot another 3 tonight. Let's get it down low.
Absolutely.
And you know, let's make sure we're moving the ball and getting guys post moves and layups, and that's how they finished it and took it from like a 12, 14-point lead to what it ended up.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on a big win. We'll let you go, and we'll. I guess we won't probably talk again, Rob, until the 28th.
Yeah.
So Merry Christmas to you and the
guys
team.
too.
Merry Christmas to the family.
Yep. Well, thank you.
We'll see you then on the 28th.
All right. That sounds good, guys.
Thank you. Zebra head coach Rob Malco here on the postgame show. Again, Rochester's varsity wins tonight 53-24. The JV wins 64-24. Eli Stevens in the JV game had 19. Blake Hughes with 14 and Eli Yarber with 10.
Yeah, good night for both.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So again, our next radio broadcast will be December 27th as the Rochester Lady Zebras will host a shootout here at Rochester. I believe the first game's at 10
I think so,
I think the second game's at 4:30. Our next RTC broadcast will be Tuesday night as the Rochester Lady Zebras will host Culver. Paul, thank you for your time back at the radio station. For Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. We'll talk to some Tuesday night.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks, Paul.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.